No JT. Branner was also suspended as well. You've got a makeshift back line as well. Just talk us through that journey, because if you go back to when AVB was still manager, we're getting beat 3-1 away to Napoli, and then Ashley Cole clears one off the line. We managed to turn that around. When did you start to believe that this was going to be Chelsea's year? Because on back of that, we went to the Nou Camp and went down to 10 men, 2-0 down, yet we still do 2-2.
Exactly. I think that was obviously when you lost against Napoli at Napoli, we thought, okay, that was it. You know what? We thought there was no way we're going to come back from this. But then we came to the bridge and we won the game, and then we went through. But then obviously you're thinking, okay, who are you gonna get next? And then it was Barcelona, and we thought, okay, oh my God, Barcelona again. And of course we went to the Nou Camp with 10 men. JT got sent off, and we're thinking, here we go again. How are we gonna come out of this? But I mean, it was a crazy game. Messi hit the woodwork how many times? It was crazy. He missed the penalty, and we thought, here we go. How are we going to come out of this? But we stood together as a team. We knew if we stayed in the game, just keep being in the game, we might get a chance or two, and then we might squeeze ourselves to the final. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, crazy game at the Nou Camp. And then, of course, Fernando Torres scoring that wonderful goal that just sent us through to the finals. Greatest night of the football club, Chelsea, winning the Champions League in Munich in the backyard, which was really special.
Yeah. I remember Ryan Bertrand played, didn't he, night?
He did.
That was his Champions League debut.
Was that, I was going to say, was that one of his first, or certainly his Champions
League debut?
Yeah, for us, I mean, in the final, it was crazy. We had this pre-match talk at night, the night before the game.
This was Robbie. This was Robbie Di Matteo.
With Di Matteo, and we're thinking, okay, pre-match talk. What is it? What is he actually gonna? What is the plan? What is he gonna come up with? And then we finished training. Obviously, went to have the pre-match meeting, and then we all sitting there, massive big screen, in the meeting room. And then press play, and it was a video from all the players, parents, brothers, sisters, grandparents, whatever it is, wishing us all luck. Wonderful. I mean, it was a masterclass from Robbie. I think you could see some players very emotional, tears in our eyes, and we're thinking, okay, you know what? This is it. We have to make sure we go out there. We have to win, not just for the fans, not just for the club, but for our family, your brothers, your sisters, whoever sent you that video. We have to win. We have to win the game tomorrow. And that's exactly what happened. We went into the game full of emotion. I was pumped up. Everybody was pumped up. We were like, this is it. We have to win. And of course, the likes of JT, Frank, we said there, was their last chance of, winning the Champions League, to be able to win the Champions League.
Bizarrely, it wasn't Chelsea's best team I saw in the Champions League, but it's about finding a way. And they did. Just want to reflect back on the weekend. Yeah, Real Madrid, 15th time they've won the Premier League with Mbappe going there. Are we looking at this dominance to continue from Real Madrid?
As some people just say, just give them the trophy for next season
give
again.
It now.
Give it now, and then we're done with it. No, but I think with Mbappe going there, it's gonna be fantastic for them, for the club. I think when you watch the game at the weekend, they're missing that number 9, they're missing that out-and-out number 9, and I think with Mbappe going there is probably the icing on the cake for them. With Jude Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodri, and there's another player from Brazil, I think, who's coming in, Endrick as well. I mean, they're gonna.
No, it's a scary thought.
It's a scary thought. I mean, just give them the trophy now. Yeah. But of course, I mean, the likes of City are still going to be there. Liverpool are going to become stronger next season. There's a lot of teams that are going to challenge them in the Champions League next season. Yeah. But of course, Mbappe will make them much, 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 much stronger.
Yeah. Just John, on Manchester United, what do you make of what goes on at United, and obviously all the stuff with Ten Hag? Is he going to stay? Is he coming back? No one's absolutely sure yet. When you see a club like that, and you very nearly ended up going there, of course, what do you make of it all?
Of course, it's hard. I think with Manchester United, since Alex Ferguson has left the club, it's hard to find a manager that's come in and say, you know what, I'm going to take over from what Sir Alex Ferguson has done here. No one has managed to achieve that. Of course, Jose won the Europa League, I think.
Van Gaal won the cup. Ten Hag's won a couple.
Exactly, won a couple. But it's not, it's not been the same. No one has brought the Premier League back to Old Trafford, and that's where belong all these years, and they've won trophies. They won the Premier League, Champions League. I mean, it'd be nice. We'll have to see what happens. Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna go? Depends. We have to wait and see. But if you ask me, you need a manager that's going to come in and not have problems with the young players. He's had few problems with the young players, and he's always blamed the young players, always had excuses. We need a manager. They need a manager. They need a manager who's going to come in and, just refresh the whole place and start afresh. Get the young players, because they have amazing players. You could see that when they beat City in the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Those young players need to be free. They need to express themselves and play well for the club, which I know they can do.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.